Hi, I'm Willow Sage, and welcome to my page. Here in the living room, it's one of my favorite rooms to spend time in. The Dollar Store cup and Hardy & Sons decaf tea. I think I've had enough caffeine. So, if you're, I'll put an alert thing on the title, I guess, somewhere, so you can see that if this is not the topic for you, I completely understand. You don't owe me an explanation. It would be better if you went away from this video. If it's going to trigger any sadness, any bad memories, I don't want you to feel those. So then go away from the video if it's better for you. Okay. So I'm not going to use names or situations other than okay, so I'll just start. I was dealing with, and I'm sure a lot of you have had this, telemarketers. Yep. They're a pain in the tush. And then an incident happened last week. Two people were in a situation and didn't deal with it correctly. And names were said, names were called, and one person, and this is not an accusatory statement, this person takes medication for depression and mental illness. And I think all of us all the way around need to be understanding. I know I suffer with it. Depression from time to time, that's definitely triggered me, man, I'll tell you. This person that was called all the names went to a place, a very dark place in their mind. And I'm sharing this for a reason, okay? So if you're able to handle the conversation, thank you. If you're not, thank you. I don't want you to walk away feeling stress or that you're being bombarded. I'm sharing it for a reason. So the person that was called names and stuff had talked to me and, you know, talked to someone else that was in it. And I have to say, on all accounts, we must be understanding, not sympathetic, but I think empathetic toward the person that is taking the medication, that is dealing with. So that the person that was dealing with the name calling and things like that, I said, you know, it would be a really good idea. This is what I do. You don't have to do what I do, I said. And same with you. You don't have to do what I say, okay? Not at all. But take some time and walk away. Take some time and disconnect. Because if you're in a situation where, you know, say yelling has happened or someone's raised their voice, or arguably, I mean, we'll raise our voice and like shout hello around here, but I'm talking like in a situation where it's elevated. That's when a person needs to disengage and leave. And leave this as well. Leave it. Just leave it alone. Step back, you know, go for a walk. De-stress. Process and de-stress. I'm also going to say something about it. This is what actually my doctor tells me to do, which I do all the time. It's always to drink water. And I've been feeling the stress, obviously, because this, I have to be careful too of my languaging. Not allowed to say certain words. Follow what I'm saying then. The person took a lot of, they took an overdose. 10 years ago and tried to, and wrote a note to a lot of loved ones, saying that this is what they want to do. They didn't see a way out. And that person that was going through all this was sharing this with Paul and saying that they felt they couldn't deal with life again, and possibly, will use something to harm. And when I found that out, that 10 years ago situation, because 10 years ago when we found that out, believe me, the first thing we did was 911, okay? Get in the vehicle, doesn't matter what you look like, get in the vehicle and go meet the police. And 3, sign them into the hospital. And, you can go around guessing who it is. People that make comments about this, I feel sorry for. I just want to say that. So, have a heart and, understand that you don't do that. So that person was admitted for, I think a month, and put on the medication. We were not told, I was not told the diagnosis, because of privacy issues. So, because the person was talking about it this time, believe me, I was ready to call 911. And I'm texting, calling, calling, and no answer. I was ready to hop in the Jeep and just go. And there's another situation. I can't go to that home because the owner has severe mental disability around women. He was harmed as a child by my born gender. I should be really careful with that too. Jeez, I tell you. Anyway. I thought of calling the police and just having them go there. And then thought about the other person and was like, that would not benefit them. That would definitely hurt them. How can I do this? I'm thinking, there's 2 police officers across the street, right? One's retired, one's not. And I thought, I'm ready to go in the Jeep. And then I get a hold of someone and I said, I'm ready to do this. No, I'm on my way. I was like, let me know what's going on. Keep me on the phone. And we both had our earpiece in. Well, it turned out that this person just, I think, needed to disengage, and but was in a frame of mind where this person took the phone and smashed it in a million pieces, like just not literally a million, just exaggerating. So anyway, when I got to her here, excuse me. When I got to hear that everything was okay and nothing like that happened, the person that picked this person up kept this person with them. So they had a very peaceful conversation. This person was part of Paul's work day at this point. So it's like, well, why don't I hang with you, Paul? And so this person did. And thankfully, my God. But this person has gone through a lot of loss, and there's been a lot of people go missing from this person's life, and was not able to deal with it. at all in a way and stop taking medication. But anyway, thankfully this person's fine. I want to say that. I want to encourage all of you, no matter what you're going through, no matter what it is, okay? Talk to a loved one. Reach out and don't smash your phone. If you need to call 911 like we did, or like I did, take the information that you have to the police and have them, don't take no for an answer, because I remember when this happened 10 years ago, the female officer actually, she's not her period, I don't know, she was a bit of a bee. She just said, no, you know what, I don't think there's enough info here. And I looked at the dude, right? And I said, look at this, look at my phone, take my phone, but you're taking person in. And he looked at me and I said, I'm not giving up, and you're not going to either, but we have to get past her. We've got to do this. And I'm not kidding, like I gave absolutely no choice to this officer to do that. Do it, and do it now, or I'll report all of you, because this person has definitely taken an overload of. Anyway, the officer did talk to the female and just say, look, we're going to have pending charges if we don't. And, you know, look at all these messages that I personally have. And there were 6 messages that I had of the intention. And I said, and they weren't all the same. They weren't like, you know, randomly, you know, like just like to everybody. There were friends as well that collaborated what the intention was. So they went very kindly, and I went with the officer and called the person out. And I said that I trusted this male officer. I have a full trust in this officer. And would you please consider, and this is talking to a person who's just taking a whole bottle actually. They pumped his guts, thank heaven, and there was still a lot of medication there. They hooked up IV, had him in a room, and the officer stayed over almost 12 hours until the next shift came on. They won't leave you here. They won't leave you if not to do with anything like that. They take it so seriously. They're trained that way. Just amazing. So anyway, yeah, you be blunt with your officer and let them know that you need to make sure that this person's fine, and take all the evidence you have. Yeah, but don't take no for an answer. And your friend or loved one is going through this, and there better not be any comments down below going, I think I know who it is it so and so? Because somebody did that before when I was praying for my ex who's got cancer, going, is it Cliff? That was really rude. That was rude, but I won't tolerate any nonsense about this. Anyway, do what you have to do for your loved ones, your friends, your family, no matter who it is, and don't take no for an answer. Just don't. Push, 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 push. And make sure that person gets mental help. There is nothing wrong, nothing shameful about having mental illness. Most people have mental illness of some kind. I do because of depression. Happens once in a while, not often, but when it hits me, oh man, I'm telling you, I can't focus. I can't get my stuff done. I'm usually pretty organized, but I walk in to the place and then I walk right away and I'll just go to bed. So hey, you know what? There's nothing shameful about it. You can't shame me. I brought it out in the light. I told you. I don't care. You can judge it. It's got nothing to do with you. I don't care what you think. I care what God thinks. And if your loved one is going through this, or your friend, like I said, don't care what anybody thinks. Just go there and do your very best. Don't forget to be very supportive and always be there for that person, no matter what it takes. No matter if it takes another phone call to the police, no matter what it takes, just do what you have to do. Okay? And stay safe. So that's what we've been dealing with, and now you know. And this is not about us. I'm trying to educate you about mental illness and about attempted. Make sure the person gets help and stay there as their advocate if you have to. Let them know no matter what, you will always be there for them. And pray, because that's something that has gotten me through. I have a good friend. Thank you, Donna, for, oh my gosh. Just Donna Maria. Yeah, that minimizes who she is. Because I'll tell you, yeah, good friends are really worth so much more. So I love you. Thank you. And to all of you, take care of yourselves and your family. Don't forget to pray. Prayer will get you so far. You'd be surprised.